Hello Pisces, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Pisces is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, does not cost anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Pisces, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. The magician card, the trickster, the juggler, the messenger. You're somebody, I think, with a very high intelligence. I think you have a lot of skills. You know a lot about a lot of stuff. Okay? I think that you also wear many hats in your life. You have a lot of different roles, right? A lot of different responsibilities. I feel like you are realizing how good of a magician you are. You're realizing that you're doing, I think, quite an exceptional job of manifesting into the world whatever is trying to make its way through you. Okay? I feel like you are the architect of your own reality right now. And we've got to see what's surrounding this energy, how we're using this energy, and how we got here. And we've got that Tower. We've got a Princess of Swords. You've got the Temperance card, a Five of Swords, and that's 6. Look at that 6. That's cloud 9 right there. That is beautiful. That is all harmony and pleasure and resonance and flow, right? I think you're about to experience a major breakthrough in your magic, in your the construction of your best life. Okay, and I think that the magician has to be able to handle this breakthrough, this Tower event, in a way that is flexible and fluid and elastic, right? So that we are not devastated by this. Here we have an 8 of Wands, 4 of Cups, a Knight of Wands, and the Lovers. Look at that Lovers card. Very nice. I don't know that this is a romantic thing. It could be. It could very well be. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. And we're going to set it down right here with Jimbo, the Lizard King, a.k.a. Mr. Lizard, right there on top. And we're not going to look at that card till the end. If you have a prediction for that card, though, put it in the comments. Okay. Let's take a look around the room here. We have our major arcana 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? The art card or the temperance card, creating the magician. The magician is able to handle the Tower event and bring things back together. The Tower seems like destruction. It seems like things falling apart, right? But handled in the right way, this life-changing event is going to lead to so much better things. It's going to lead to absolute flow, resonance, harmony, tranquility. There is a calm after the storm here. Okay? It's going to lead to unity. It is going to lead to the revelation of your purpose. It's going to lead you to committing to something that is meant for you, a soulmate kind of situation. Yeah. So we have our majors anyway. And it could be that with this Tower event, you've already experienced that. It could be you're right in the middle of that Tower event as we speak. Okay? The way you handle this is going to determine the outcome. And you've got to be able to use your magic. Do the right thing. You've got to be able to react to this situation and respond to it in a way that is fluid and flexible and elastic and adaptive, right? Which means we got to kind of go through the air energy and we have to sort of deal with the impulsivity or the reactionary Knight of Wands here. So we've got fire and fire. We've got water and water. We've got air and air. Okay? And then you've got the major, 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 and major. So we've got 2 and 2 and 2. And it really is, those are the options, right? Because the Tower event, let me tell you, the Tower it's an exclamation point of life. Something major is happening right now, or it will be very soon if you're not already in the middle of it. Something very disruptive is going to occur. And whether this is going to be good for us or not, whether this is going to be pleasurable or not, is kind of up to the way we handle it. It's up to us, how we respond to it. This Tower is an exclamation point of life. It is an abrupt change. It is a surprise from the universe, right? And with a surprise, we can plan for it. We can try to prepare for it and expect it at some point, but it's always going to be disruptive when it does arrive. And it's always going to be a challenge. Even if it's a really positive change, it means there's more work to do. Okay? It means things are falling away from you that are not meant for you. It means that the obstacles in front of you are being torn down and you're emerging on the other side. It requires you to respond in some way. Okay? And that's all about the magician, how you are handling this Tower event, this big surprise from the universe. Now, if we are doubting, if we are confused, if we are engaged in a sort of negative dialogue with ourselves, then I think the outcome is going to be less than ideal. Okay? If we can't figure out what to do, if we don't know how to respond and we're just sort of stressing out over it and frustrated and worrying about it, then the outcome will not be that 6 of Cups. It will not be that Lover's card. This Tower event will not lead us to what is meant for us, lead us to our best life, lead us to the calm waters. I think the secret is down here with the Princess of Swords. Okay, as we're talking about the Swords cards here, which is our mindset, our state of mind, our mentality, our mental framework. Right? This one is it's chaotic. I'm trying to make sense of this, but I don't understand. It's like maybe we're just asking why. Rather than the Princess of Swords down here asking what? What do I need to do? How can I do better? How should I respond to this? What do I need to know? What do I need to investigate? We're assuming here that we don't have all the answers, and so I need to figure it out. This is very investigative kind of energy, right? We're applying ourselves. We're learning new skills. We're thinking in a different way. We're communicating in a different way. We're stepping outside of our comfort zone. And yeah, it may seem like we're out of our element here, but that's okay. Up here, we're just running around in a circle, confused, chaotic, frustrated, annoyed, angry, questioning, why? Why did this happen? I don't believe this happened. Whereas here, it's kind of saying, okay, the Tower's happening. What do I need to do about it? Right? What is the magician? What do I need to learn? Who do I need to become? How do I need to grow in order to get through this and make it a wonderful experience? Right? How do I handle this, get through the storm, and get to the calm waters on the other side, rather than the ship sinking? Right? And I think that's really that's where you're at. The fact that the 5 of Swords is up here at the top, it's kind of saying that you're recognizing all the thoughts, all the sort of the ways that you're looking at this situation, or the ways that you can think about it that will not work. The 5 of this is not serving you in any way, right? So I think you recognize that, because I think with this art card, the Temperance card behind you, I suspect that you sort of volunteered for this, I feel like you put yourself in this position where eventually this will happen. Okay? You took a chance. You took a risk. You put yourself in the pressure cooker, knowing that this pressure cooker it's going to build pressure. It's going to change you. It's going to bring you right to the edge of your life, and there's going to have to be a defining moment, a breakthrough moment. I either sink or I swim. Right? I either sink or I sail through and I get to the calm waters on the other side. So I feel like you've prepared yourself for this as much as possible. But you realize that all the preparation in the past, all of the pressure cookers that you've ever been in, all of the refinement that you've been working on, all the self-development stuff, all of the motivation, all of the hard work that you've done has prepared you as best that it could. But nothing is going to really truly prepare you for this tower moment, because this is a very unique experience. Okay? You've sort of led yourself right up to this moment, but in this moment it's I'm either going to not know I'm either going to just sort of lose my mind over it, or I'm going to figure out how to deal with it. Okay? This is the defining moment. And on the other side, 6 of Cups, pleasure, tranquility, community, togetherness, family, support, love, right? Real connections, really vibing, really in that flow state. So I wonder if there's something that's coming down the line, and it's either like, if you don't react in a very positive or productive or mature way, things aren't going to work out that well. But if you approach it with the right attitude and you do what you need to do to get through it, I think that this is leading to even better circumstances for you than where you started. Because right now I feel like you're kind of in this 4 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups is like, yeah, life is okay. Life is not bad. The 4 of Cups is, I've taken my sailboat and I've parked it in a little cove somewhere where it's just sort of hidden away. It's safe. There's no storms here, calm waters. I'm anchored. It's a safe little harbor, right? The boat's not sinking. There are no holes in the boat. But I'm also not sailing off to my adventure either. I'm not doing what I'm meant to do, which is to sail the open waters, right? So it's kind of like it's a temporary safety that we're in. It's like we're anchored here. And I think we could try to say that I'm okay here, that I like it here, that, things are fine, right? And we may be telling ourselves that. But if that were the case, I don't think that we would have been setting up this tower moment or preparing for something, right? So it's kind of like we're preparing for the storm. We realize that if we're ever going to get this sort of pleasure, purpose, harmony, love, connection, this sort of beauty in our lives, we're going to have to set sail. Okay? And if we don't, we remain in that safe harbor. Because we're too afraid of the storms that might be out there. But we'll never get to our best life if we don't at least try, believe that we can do it, and figure out how to be the best, sailor we can be, and confront whatever storms are out there. Knowing that the way to get to this goal of happiness, of tranquility, of love, of connection, of a sense of purpose, right, is to confront that open ocean and confront that storm, confront that fear, really, So if we don't go, we're staying here in the 4 of Cups. Let's talk about the path of the serpent. And as we address the 8 of Wands here, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. I think that this is a little bit of anxiety. This is the feeling that something needs to change. It's like we've been here in this safe harbor, but I'm getting kind of anxious. I'm getting antsy. I got the jazz hands. I'm tap dancing on the shag carpet. Something needs to change. I've got to move forward, but I don't know which way to go, or I'm nervous, or there's something holding me back, etc. If we're ever going to sort of experience the joy, this feels like cloud nine, right? We're going to have to take that risk. We're going to have to put ourselves in that open ocean, in the pressure cooker. We're going to have to set sail. Nothing good is going to happen in this safe little cove that we're in. Trying to convince ourselves that we are content with how our life is only going to last for so long, because this is that growing anxiety that's coming up here and saying, life is not fine how it is. You feel this sort of nagging, annoying energy that says, okay, fine. I'm not happy the way things are. I'm not content. I'm not satisfied with this. I want something more that I know is out there for me. And that puts us on this path here, that we have to confront these challenges, that we're going to experience this exclamation point. And it is the breakthrough that's going to bring us to that cloud nine. But it's a risk, because we're heading out to sea here. But heading out to sea is kind of like what we're meant to do in life. We stay in that Four of Cups. It's like we stayed home. We never left home. We never did what we were called to do. We never answered the call of our soul. We never tried to fulfill our purpose. And I think the Eight of Wands is that sort of nagging, annoying feeling when we're trying to not listen to our purpose. We're not trying to listen to our soul nag at us. But there it is, always kind of pushing us from the inside. Yeah. And it becomes, there comes a point where we can't ignore this any longer. And we have to go after it. We have to go after it. The Magician and the Tower, it kind of shows that we are, we're perfectly capable of handling this in the right way. Okay? Of adapting to this situation and really sort of gliding through this unscathed and getting to our cloud nine, but also shows that we're the ones that are we have sort of invoked this, and so it's like we've brought ourselves to this point where this tower event is going to happen, and now we've got to follow through with our energy, follow through with our sense of purpose, and get this wonderful cloud nine. I mean, it's going to be worth all of the effort. It's going to be worth the trouble, and the disruption that you feel initially is going to clear the way for this. Okay? But what we don't want is the Knight of Wands, which is kind of an impulsivity. It's the feeling of being sort of carried away. It's when you get that nagging, annoying prompting, that push from the inside, and then we finally just say, okay, fine, I'm going to go, and then we rush and we make a mistake. We run too fast. We don't do things in a strategic or systematic or orderly, thoughtful way. We just sort of run headfirst into it. Well, that's not going to work. The Magician is not running headfirst into anything. The Magician is very strategic and using all of the skills, all the talents, everything at your disposal, all of your resources, all of your materials. Whereas the Knight of Wands is just rushing headfirst. Okay. And we end with that Lover's card. We end with a union. And now I don't know exactly what this situation is, but this is something that's going to change your life forever. Okay? It's something that we have set up for ourselves, and this is the moment. This is the moment of truth. This is the defining moment where your life is never going to be the same beyond this. And I think in order for you to reach this cloud nine status, you've got to believe in yourself. Okay? And the Lover's card is really this emphatic yes. It is a commitment. It's a sense of purpose. It could be a union of a soulmate kind of thing. It could be the perfect relationship for you. It is, perhaps taking a chance on a new job. Maybe it is sort of leaving one job, but that clears the way for you to find the one that is meant for you. Okay? And it could be really a way that we've set up our lives in a way that this tower event is going to happen. It's not necessarily something that you're causing. You know what I mean? It's not a direct action. It's not like you're just getting up and quitting your job. But it's something that happens that I think we've sort of been like wishing for, but it's not anything that we could prevent, I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right. But it's going to lead to the union, a perfect union here. It's going to lead you to what is really, truly meant for you. It's going to be cloud 9. Let's look at our mystery card here. Maybe Empress, maybe the World, maybe Wheel of Fortune. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. Let's see what we have. 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, right? A clinging, a fear, a kind of, I don't want to leave this safe cove because at least it's familiar. It may not be that exciting, but at least my boat isn't sinking. At least there's not a hole in the boat, So we're clinging to this. We're clinging to the safety of the shore. But really our soul is trying to call us out to the ocean and set sail. Let's do this. Let's go face that storm. Let's face that thing and get through it and get to our happiness. Get to what's really out there for us. We can't do that if we're clinging to the shore, if we're anchored to this shallow cove, right, of safety. Very interesting here. We've got to let go. We've got to trust ourselves. We've got to be able to believe in ourselves that we can get through this and that it's going to make our lives better. We have to face it. Yeah. Now, we're going to do an I Ching reading. We're going to do some oracle cards in the extended reading. There's a link in the corner. There is a link down below. New readings for Pisces on Thursday and Sunday. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free. Does not cost anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, please let me know. Okay. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.